Recall that net pay is the amount of money that you take home after all the deductions. We'll look at a little example of how you calculate the net pay. Now pause the video at this point and take down this question carefully. So we're looking at Ian earns 37,000 per year, that's his gross pay. He pays tax at a rate of 21%, his tax credit is 2,100, but we also notice here he has union fees and his annual health insurance. And first of all we're asked to calculate his tax payable, then we'll have to calculate his take-home pay. We'll have a look at how we do this, and laying this out carefully is very important. The first part is calculating his tax payable. We know his gross pay is 37,000. We know that his gross tax is 21% or 0.21 of 37,000. And that gives us 7,770. But remember, we have to take off his tax credit. And his tax credit is 2,100. We subtract that, and that means that his tax payable is 5,670. So to get the tax payable, we looked at the gross pay. We got 21% or 0.21 of that because that was the tax rate, and then we subtracted the tax credit from that, and that gave us the tax payable. Now move on to the B part. In the B part, we want to know what is his take-home pay after all the deductions. Start again with his gross pay, and that's 37,000, and it's important that we lay this out clearly. And then we list out all his deductions. So the deductions here are tax payable, or just tax we can call it. His tax is 5,670. Notice where we write it, because we're going to have a few deductions to put together. So we have his tax. We also have his union fees. So union fees. And his union fee is 450. And then we also have his health insurance. And that's 350. So we are going to total all of these together. We're going to plus these to find his total. Now when we add these together, we get his total deductions. And his total deductions, when we add these three numbers together, give us 6,470. So we write that underneath 37,000, 6,470. And we're going to subtract that. So we have his gross pay, and we minus his total deductions from it, and that gives us his net pay, or his take-home pay. And in this case, when we do the subtraction, we see his net pay is 30,530 euro. So once again, once we've worked out the tax payable, we then write down his gross pay, we list out all the deductions, add them all up together, and subtract all the deductions from his gross pay, and it gives us take-home pay. Now once again, pause the video and try this question, but make sure to write out the question first, please. It's not the same as the one in your book. So in this one, Orla has a gross annual income of 29,400. She pays tax at a rate of 20%. Her tax credit is 1,890. Her employer deducts her union fee of €300 per year from her salary, and also her health insurance of €1,520. So there's two deductions there apart from tax. And you're asked to calculate, first of all, her tax payable, and secondly, her net income after all the deductions. So this is very, very like the example we did a moment ago. So this question, please write out the question and work it out neatly in your notes copy.